All right, folks, it's the closing bell, and I'm not even going to make a joke about the people standing up there today because it's the March of Dimes, a very fine, worthy organization that does such great work in solving the problem of birth defects. So great organization. I will rib Rob, though, in a second. That rhymes, or a little bit. Doesn't rhyme, but you know what I mean. Anyway, but before we get to Rob Williams with our daily closing bell report, and he, of course, is NewsmaxFinance deputy editor, here are the numbers. Look at those arrows, and let's go to the middle first because the NASDAQ closed up 44 to close over the 5,000 mark for the first time in a lot of years. We'll hear that from Rob in a second. The Dow also up 155 to close at 18,289, and the S&P up 13. The S&P, the laggard today, percentage-wise, to close at 2,117. So, Mr. Rob, it flirted with 5,000 over the past few days. It went over this morning, went back down, and closed significantly, comfortably over the mark.
Yeah, it was great. We got a lot of deal news today that helped the tech sector and helped push things forward. And so there's a lot of comparison this time between what the NASDAQ is doing and now
15 years ago.
Versus 15 years ago when it was the height of the dot-com bubble.
Yeah,
exactly.
And so many, and I heard so many of those businesses that were around there then driving the NASDAQ at that time. And I can remember, and then, and so few of those businesses are around today.
Right.
But then you have your Apples and your mainstays that are just thriving, that have doubled, tripled, quadrupled what they were back then.
Right. Back then, the quality of the companies was terrible, and they were just trading way too expensive compared to how much they were earning.
Right.
This time around, you do have companies like Apple that is an innovator that's making products, that's making huge profits. Back then, there were no profits to be seen at a lot of these technology companies. And the NASDAQ, I would say the one concern about it is that just a handful of companies are really pushing it, like Apple, like Netflix, like Amazon.com.
But successful companies, innovative companies that are profitable, and so if that's the case, then
they are mainstays, They have been around. They're not going anywhere.
And you're right. There were a lot of deals, NXP Semiconductors and Hewlett Packard, but lumber liquidators, something that I think anybody who's ever turned on the radio or television has heard a commercial for lumber liquidators. There was a hard piece on 60 Minutes that and the stock tanked today 25%.
Yeah, the story was really devastating for the company. They examined the formaldehyde levels on all the hardwood flooring that the company was sourcing from China. And we know about China.
Here's China again,
China, as far as the product quality, whether it's lead paint on toys or in this case, dangerous levels of formaldehyde. And so Lumber Liquidators has, potentially huge legal bills ahead of itself as it tries to sort this out, as its customers sue or tear out their flooring or look for replacements.
Yeah, I just like to take toys made in China and rub them on my face, and keep them as close to me as I possibly can. Let's hope nobody gets sick from any of the Lumber Liquidator, formaldehyde or whatever it is. Okay, we have less than a minute left. Looking ahead tomorrow, we got motor vehicle sales, and of course, at the end of the week, we have the unemployment numbers for February.
Right, and so it looks as if jobless claims will fall, or not jobless claims, the unemployment rate to 5.5% or lower. So the big thing happening this week that everyone's looking at, Thursday, the European Central Bank is supposed to unveil its quantitative easing program.
QE.
That is how many trillions it wants to pump into the economy.
So we'll look forward to this week, and Rob will be here for all of it. Yellow tie. I can't always promise we'll have the same matching ties, but hey, if you want to take control of your financial future, folks, visit newsmax.com/finance. There it is. Look at those very concerned men there. Newsmax.com/finance. Coming up next, it's Gimme 5 right here on the Steve Malzberg Show.